Every video game I play ends up at the same crossroad. Am I actually enjoying this game for what it is, or am I just playing for some sense of achievement? Online competitive games tend to bring out the worst in people, and those people who rage often are usually playing for some sort of statistic or rank. Looking back in hindsight, obviously playing Siege for 7+ years just to reach a virtual rank is never worth it. But in the moment, Siege was a blast to play with friends who had a common dream of attaining the highest rank. Though as the years went by, many of them stopped playing the game and subsequently left my life to move on with theirs. Soon the magic that Siege used to have began dissipating, and I was stuck on autopilot because I had become addicted to the dream of being the best. This would occur for years until Rank 2.0 released. A couple of my OG friends had re-entered the scene and brought some new friends along. The Siege magic was coming back. My friends and I set aside the summer to finally achieve our dreams. For 2 seasons, we grinded day in and day out to achieve Champion, a rank many people think isn't even as valuable as it used to be. I had reached Champion the first season and was looking to repeat. I managed to run through the ranks the second season and ended up at my champ game fairly quickly, where I ended up facing a player who had absolutely stomped me a few days earlier. He was previously a top 1500 champ looking to repeat as well. Everything was set up. I was ready to get my revenge and take the win for my second champ game.
He's insane, bro. I'm not gonna cap.
Round 1 started out simple enough. My team opted for a backside push to clear out any roamers. Our execution was immaculate, and we took the east side with little to no repercussions. I played passive and flank watched. We flawlessly took round 1, but it was not a preview for what was to come later. They go to the same side as before, and in order to not be readable, we decided on an unorthodox push, which focused on the stairs near the bathroom. The round was close in numbers, but the attack was so one-dimensional that we couldn't do anything but plant and hope we won our gunfight. If we had presence near Dragon or even the window, then this round could have looked completely different. This just goes to show how important map control is. Everything this round did not go the way we had planned it. We were not able to get the main wall open, and my team ended up dying pretty early, putting me in a 1v4 situation. Unsure if this was winnable, I sat outside to think about our next plan of attack. Knowing the enemy team would get greedy, I sat and waited near the window. Sure enough, 2 guys ran out on me, one of them being Melton. I disposed of them and went back to thinking. This was when Melton started spouting in the chat, "Bait, bait, baits," as if I had a choice on what to do. Now I see where the KD comes from. Now, what Melton is insinuating is that for the entirety of my 165 games played this season, my 1.46 KD has come from baiting, sitting outside of the objective, and baiting. Now, I hadn't had great KD ratios in the past, but at this point I had 2 options. Either take the dissing or let him bully me while I lose my champ game, or take matters into my own hands, lock the Spider-Man in, and win. I chose the latter after this round. Bandit and I were in a 2v4 situation with about a minute left in the round. Losing this round would not have meant the end of the game, but especially after what Melton said, it would have been a big momentum shifter. Thankfully, Bandit was actually a pretty decent player and took on most of the enemy team by himself, as if he was the main character of this video. I played it safe and watched his back, which caught Buck lacking. We won the round and tied the game. I played anchor and held the site, while my 1.5 times roaming teammates did their thing. We had them cornered in the drum room, and while I died over peeking, my teammates held off the Mani attack, and we won the round, putting us on match point. We were in one of the worst bomb sites on the map. I knew anchoring wouldn't work this round, so I decided to defend from above with Thorn's 1.5. Vertical control was very important for this site, so this round was all up to me. Prep phase ends, and I figure out where a few are already pushing. Fuse drones me out from the terrace, jumps in through the window, and is quickly dealt with. I turn around and see Monty closing in on me. I know there is no way Monty would push by himself, so I kept my life and ran. They had a drone on me again, and knew I was coming to flank, so I doubled back into drum room. I heard shooting from the main stairs, so I swung to help my legion. Literal poetic justice as I kill Melton on the stairs, although the aim was not great.
Nice shitter.
Melton, the guy who had 1v5'd my team a few games back, the trash talker and the top 1500 champ, lost his champ game to me. As the time clocks down, I let him know what I've done to him, and the game is closed out. 7-3 on my champ game, and I did it without OT and on a terrible bomb site. Even though champ is easier to get now more than ever, it is still a difficult thing to do for most players. Anybody I play against now will always let me know I'm a 2.0 champ if I have a bad game, and I can no longer really queue up with my IRLs anymore because champ lobbies are usually too difficult for them. So was it worth it? Spending 30 hours a week playing around 200 games just to reach a rank that most people don't respect, yet will try even harder to beat said rank? Of course not. But I would never take any of it back. Through all the friends I've made, the content I've created, and fun times I've had, it will always and forever outweigh the bad. It is hard to say if I'll play Siege again, but if I do, it will just be for fun. A weird thing that I have to disclose for a video game.